Hello guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to discuss Codechef Snackdown problem. So let's move on to it. So the problem statement is there are n students living in a dormitory of Berlin State University. Each of them sometimes want to use the kitchen. So the head of the dormitory come with the timetable for kitchen's usage in order to avoid the conflicts. The first student starts to use the kitchen at time 0 and should finish the cooking not later than at the time A1. And the second student starts to use kitchen at the time A2 and should finish the cooking not later than at time A2, and so on. The nth student starts to use kitchen at the time an-1 and should finish the cooking not later than the time an. The holidays in Berlin are approaching, so today each of these n students want to cook some pancakes. The ith student need bi units of time to cook. The students have understood that probably not all of them will be able to cook everything they want. How many student will be able to cook without violating the schedule? So basically the problem statement is there are n students living in the dormitory, and each of the and some students want to use the kitchen. So suppose there, so the first student start the start the use of kitchen at time 0 and should finish not later at the time A1, and so on. The nth student use the kitchen at an-1 and should finish not later or not more than the time an. So as holiday are approaching, so each of the student want to use the kitchen and want to some cook pancakes, and the ith student need bi units of time to cook their pancakes or the food they want. So we have to find how many of these students will be able to cook the pancakes or the food without violating the schedule. So moving on to the input part. The first line denote the number of test case, and the and n line denoting the number of a student, and then we have to take two arrays. I hope you understand. So the constraint part is the test case is between 1 to 10, and the number of student is between 1 to 10 to the power 4 both including, and the size of array 1 is 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 not greater than 10 to the power 9, and the size of array 2 is between 1 to 10 to the power 9 both including. So example, test case is 2 and the number of student is 3, and the array 1 value is 1, 10, 15, and array 2 value is 1, 10, and 3. So the first student went to the kitchen, and at time 1 they finished their cook. So and the remaining time is 10 minus 1, 9. So at 9, and the second student required at least 10 10 unit of time, but we have only 9 unit of time remaining, so the second student will not be able to make their cook. So and the third student will need only 3 amount of time, but we have left with 9 amount of time, so the third student will be able to cook their food. So we have the input as 1 and 2, so we have to print 2. And similarly, the in the second test case, three student want to cook their food, the first student require 15 amount of time, but we have only 10 amount, so the first student will not be able to cook their food. And similarly, second student need 5 amount of time, and we have left with 10 amount of time, so the second student will able to make their food, and the remaining is 10 minus 5, 5, but the third student require at least 20 amount of time, so he cannot make the food. So the output is only one. So let's move on to our code part. We are using NetBeans, so we have to import our file first. Let me delete this comment part. We have to import our file first. So import java.util.string. After making class, we have to make main class as public static and void main string x. Since we have to take the input from user, so we have to scanner sc is equal to new scanner system.in. We have to take the first input as the number of test case, so int t is equal to sc dot next int. We have to check the condition as while t is greater than 0. We have to take the number of student as int n is equal to sc dot next int. And after that we have to take array1 as input, so int array1 is equal to new int of n. Similarly, we have to take int array2 is equal to new int of n. We have declared two variables as int I, comma count is equal to 0 to print the value. So by using for loop, we take the input from array input from user. I is equal to 0, I less than I plus plus array1 of I is equal to sc dot next int. Similarly, for I is equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus array of I is equal to sc dot next int. And after that we have to start our loop as if array1 of 0 is greater than equal to array2 of 0, then we have to print count plus plus as I have explained you in the example. So again we have to check for int I is equal to 1. Since we have checked for the condition 0, so I have to start the loop at I is equal to 1, I less than an I plus plus. If array 1 of I minus array 1 of I minus 1 is greater than equal to array 2 of I. In this case we have to increment as count plus plus. So after this we have to simply print our count value as system.out.println count, and then we have to decrement our test case. So this is with our problem. So let's run the program first. It is running. So it is running. It is running successfully. So let me copy this input. So copy this input from here and paste it here. As you can see, the output is 2 input, which is similar to the given question. So copy this program and copy this program, go to the submit and paste this program. Since Codechef does not accept public class, so remove this public class, and also package also we have to remove. And let's run our program. Again we have to copy these inputs. Control C. Yeah, you see it's running successfully. So let's see whether it's give the correct answer or not. So it is saying some error. So here is the error. I forget to means delete this too. So let me again run. Let us see whether it's give us the correct answer or not. So you can see here 2 and 1 as the correct answer. So let's submit our problem. Here it is running its own test case. So wait for the submission. I hope it will return as correct answer. So let's hope it gives us the correct answer. Yes, you can see it's the correct answer. So guys, that's it from our YouTube channel. If you like our video, please hit the like button, and if you have any doubt regarding this question, please let me note down in the comment section. So thank you.